morning. My name is Wayne, and I'm at the Reentry McCabe Center here on MLK. And I'm here to talk about how the program has transformed my life from being an addict to a sober living spiritual man. I would like to share with you all this morning that before I came to the McCabe Center, I was living out on the streets, a drug addict, homeless, nowhere to go, no money in my pocket. I was alone, scared, fears of this and fears of that, until I came to the McCabe Center. One of the things that brought me to the McCabe Center, being out there on the street homeless, without no food, no shelter, no money, no job, I was afraid. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. It defeated me. My addiction defeated me to the point of where I gave up. I had to throw the white flag in. I knew that if I didn't come in to the McCabe Center, I was going to die of my addiction on the street, and that was one of my biggest fears. So I come to the McCabe Center seeking help and answers to my, to stay sober, some solutions on how to stay sober. And I'm glad I'm here because the McCabe Center changed my whole life. It gave me my life back. I'm free of drugs and alcohol. It's a new beginning, like the program said, a new entry for me. It's a new entry for me. And it definitely changed my life tremendously. I come here the McCabe Center have the 12-step program. They have plenty other programs on health, all type of things. Mental health, anger management, or cognitive intervention. I come into this program and applying all these things in my life, and it's shown me how to understand my drug addiction, why I'm an addict, and it's also transformed me from being a hostile, violent person to being a better person, especially in the anger management program. Anger management and cognitive intervention teaches about attitude and behavior. I can't control what the next person does, but I can control what I do. And it made a big difference in my life on how I handle situations. I'm not hostile anymore. I'm not violent. The McCabe Center, the 12 steps has made me a humble man. It's taught me how to get outside of myself. And look at a situation. And before I do something stupid, I always, take a deep breath and look at the situation before I do something, which could get me in trouble or harm someone else. And I'm thankful for that because I remember I couldn't be able to do that when I was out there in the world. But this McCabe Center is really showing me how to, how to look at myself, get outside of myself and look at myself before I do something crazy, and I'm grateful for that. The 12 steps has worked in my life, it helped me to understand that I had to come to terms that I had a drug problem to start out with. And step number one was one of the biggest steps for me because I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for step one, because I had to get honest with myself and come to terms with myself and realize I had a drug addiction. And that was step one was the first big step for me, being able to be honest with myself and realize that I had a problem because I wouldn't be here right now, and I'm thankful for that. Step two, my life was, came to believe the power greater than myself because my life is out of control. I need a higher power in my life. So I turn to God in prayer meditation on a daily basis, asking God to take away my character defects, my shortcomings, and transform me to a better person, the person that I was. These things started happening in my life as I kept continuing to pray and meditating and constantly, working the program, and applying the tools to my life that the McCabe Center and the AA meetings and 12 step has given me to overcome my addiction. And I'm grateful for that. Step three, when we keep going, step three, came to believe I can get my will, my care with God to understand Him, has also transformed me because every night my drug addiction was my high power. I didn't have no control over my life. So methamphetamine was my God. Methamphetamines controlled my life. Methamphetamines was top priority in my life, and to where if I had $10, I couldn't make a conscious decision whether to go get something to eat or go get high again. I would always choose to go get high again because I had no power over my control. My disease was controlling me, and I needed something. I was willing to try anything outside of that, to overcome my drug addiction. So I needed a power greater than myself, which I turned to my higher power, which I call God, and I started praying to God on a daily basis, asking God to take that craving away, take that desire away to get high every day, and change my character defects, or take away my character defects. And I started seeing things happening to me on a spiritual level. Each morning as I woke up, I started thinking different. I started doing things like service work, cleaning up, and doing things I normally wouldn't do in my addiction. So when I started saying these things to myself, I knew then that I said, something's changing in me. I don't know what it was. And that was that spiritual awakening that everybody said they never see, that I was seeing within myself, And I feel good about these things, because it made me get outside of myself and put other folks' needs before my own, Like I said, I became a cheerful giver, giving without receiving anything back in return. I was always encouraging my brothers, telling them, man, hold your head up, it's going to be okay. It's not the end, it's a new beginning. That's why they call this place New Entry. New re-entry because it's a new beginning, hold your head up and keep hope alive and don't quit before the miracle happens. I always had something positive to say to my brothers when I saw them down. And that made me feel good about myself, caring for other people and, putting their needs and things that they before for myself, that was a blessing to me, and I feel good about doing those things, One of the other special programs they have here at the Reentry Education Center is a program called Men's Ignite. It's a spiritual retreat where all the men are allowed to go on a spiritual journey, to find out their purpose here on life. And that was one of the most wonderful experiences I've had in my life. Because this place, the retreat, Men's Ignite changed my whole life. It taught me who I am. It pretty much. This place, this retreat, this spiritual thing was a spiritual retreat, and God showed me my purpose here on life. The reason why He really created me. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about me. It's all about God. We're all men here at the McKay Center, men of God, and God is waiting for me to show up. It's a purpose why He created me, and God He's pruning me and to be the person that He created me to be, because the world is waiting for me to show up. God's got a purpose for me here in life. I know He's got a purpose for me. I know He created me for a path, to walk down, and He's shown it to me through the Men's Ignite. There's a book called Perfect Driven Life. It's a 40-day, daily devotion type book. It's a spiritual book. You read one chapter a day, and after you read the chapter, it shows you and it tells you what you need to do for that day, to be a service to God. And it's a 40-day it's a spiritual book, and it transformed me. It transformed me, from the person I used to be to the person I am today. I would also give thanks to my sponsor, Kyle Nathans, who's like, he's my mentor. He's like a big brother to me. He's taught me a lot of things about my addiction. We go to meetings all the time outside of the Cave Center, and that's a blessing to me because, like the Bible said, two is better than one. The whole program, the AA program is about, it's just a program of action, and it gives you a promise. If I practice these principles in my life, that my life, I can overcome my addiction. And working with my sponsor Kyle has been it's been a tremendous help to me, taking me to meetings, being able to share, at the AA meetings. Because one of the most important things to me about going to AA meetings is that, to me, a newcomer is the most important person in AA meeting. They new, they fresh off the street, they looking for in their addiction, they looking for help, they looking for solutions to their drug addiction. And in order for me to keep mine, they say I have to give it away, So, sharing my strength and experience and hope with people, newcomers, is very, very important to me. I feel like I got an obligation and commitment to, speaking meetings, and with these newcomers, carry the message, on how the program changed my life from coming, from being a drug addict to being a sober living man, a man of spirituality. And that's very important to anyone that's, off the street, a newcomer. And that's why I always try to share, when I go to meetings. I feel like if I go to a meeting, I don't open my mouth up, I feel that's being selfish, because someone need to hear my story where they can identify with, with my story. Something they might hear in my story that can make help them. So to me it's an obligation, and I do it, because it helps someone. Because the program said carry the message, Like I said, in order for me to keep my sobriety, I have to give it away. So that's why it's very important we share in AA meeting, and that's why I always share. If there's anyone out there that's homeless in their drug addiction on the street, homeless, no food, no shelter, nowhere to go, I would strongly recommend to come to the Cave Center. Because this place really works. It changed my life tremendously from being a drug addict to living a sober life, a life of spirituality. You know. Think that works?
Good, man.